Verbally Effective with Ina Esco is an interview-style podcast that intersects art, culture, politics, and entertainment with a Memphis focus. With producer Sana Marie. Each week, I'm joined by a featured guest with roots in Memphis. Verbally Effective delves into each guest's personal journey to uncover the incredible stories fueling their purpose, the highs and lows of their pursuits, and how through their passion, they are moving the culture forward. Be sure to follow Verbally Effective and Ina Esco on Instagram. Also, download the Verbally Effective podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play Music. Don't forget to check out the website and submit to be a guest at verballyeffective.com. Verbally Effective, your double E, Ina Esco here. Thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of the Verbally Effective podcast. You know what? You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me today. And I'm so excited because I have my youngest podcast guest ever joining me. You know, the Verbally Effective podcast is all about journeys, right? Well, this young man has started his journey very early. He is tearing the R&B game up. He is from the M-Town, and he has a lot on his mind. And I would say he is like a self-starter, very independent, and knows what he wants, right? He has a new single out called Exotic Topics. You got to check it out. I am talking about MILLE, MANNY. Hey, MILLE, what's up?
What's going on?
How you doing, dear?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for joining me today on the Verbally Effective podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
The pleasure is all mine.
Yes, and we have worked together on a couple events where I've hosted, you've performed, you're doing your R&B thing, and you're only how old?
I just turned 18.
Just turned 18, and you out here doing your thing. How you feel about that? How you feel? You just graduated high school. How do you feel today?
Well, I feel like now that I graduated, I feel like the time is now. Like, no more little boy, none of that. Like, I'm on the same level as everybody else. So with that, it's just that mindset of I got to get it. Ain't nobody going to hand me nothing.
Yes, definitely. And I get that from you since I met you the first time. And we're going to kick this podcast like we always do off with, where are you from? What part of Memphis are you from, MILLE?
I'm from East Memphis.
East Memphis. Okay, tell me about growing up in East Memphis, and tell me about your family dynamic.
Growing up in East Memphis, it was, I would say fun for the most part. Like, my house, it was 7 of us in there because I have 5 siblings. So it was just always fun. Everybody was always over my house, my cousins and all that, because, like, my mom, she would never want us to leave the house, so everybody would just have to come to our house. And, I just feel like it was more so fun than anything else.
So 5 siblings. Where do you fall in the range with the 5 siblings? Oldest, middle?
I'm the middle, so I have 3 older siblings.
Okay.
And then 2 younger.
Okay. And are they as talented as you as well?
It's like, I was just talking to my sister about that the other day. I was like, it's skip a generation. Like, my mom can sing, my brother can't sing. My sister can sing, my other sister can't sing. I can sing, and then my younger sister can't sing. But my little sister, it's like, she just reminds me of how I was when I was younger, like singing, recording herself on the computer. Like, I don't know, I just see everything that I used to do, she's doing. So she gonna be able to sing for sure. And she only like 7, 8.
So does she like follow in your footsteps right now? Like what you doing? Want to hang out with Big Brother?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay, so how long you been doing this music thing? When did it start for you?
Well, it's in the blood, so I've been singing since I was a baby, of course, but it's like I have different steps in my journey. So the first time I got in the studio and recorded, I was like 11. And after that, the first time I released something, I was 14.
Okay.
But I want to say about 2 years ago, that's when I just started taking music like seriously and really knew this is what I wanted to be.
Right. And what made you go into the studio at 11, that first time you did it?
I had just made a song with my cousin and you know, did a little YouTube video. It was, man, like, I don't know if I should show people this video or not, but
You should.
like, cause it's the beginning. I had this song called Polo Nike, and I let my dad hear it. He recorded the video downtown. He beatboxing. There's the beat. We ain't know nothing. So then he got with his partner and took me to the studio. So we just put that down, made a beat for it, and I did like a little EP. I never put it out though.
Tell me how it goes. Sing a little something for me. Polo Nike, Polo Nike.
Nah. It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
Give me a little something, Millie.
The Polo Nike slow. I sing for you though. I'ma sing all in.
Okay, give me a little something.
Baby, why you gotta bother? I ain't even tryna argue. Why you be acting all crazy when it's time for my departure? And I know you want me all to yourself, but you afraid of me getting with somebody else. She said she all in, blowing up my phone while you keep calling. Situation changing, now I'm balling. Phone on 1% cause you keep calling. Can you stop calling? Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? Your voice is so strong and powerful. You can tell that you have been doing this a while, right? And you know how to project it. You know how to make it do what it need to do. Yep. That man say that phone on 1%.
Man, 1%. Had to turn it on low battery mode or something.
Wow. And you know what? I want to send a big shout out to the consortium, MMT, Memphis Music Town, for letting us use this studio today. And, you know, shout outs David Porter, shout outs my boy Brandon. I know that you have recently been honored as an emerging star, right, with this organization. What does that mean?
So, the emerging stars, well, before I get into that, I actually went through the MMT consortium.
Okay, tell me
when
about
I was like 15, and it just taught us like how to write a song. Like it really just broke down the beginning steps of what you need to know to be successful in the future. And a lot of people just jump into it like not knowing, but I feel like that gave me like I feel like it tightened up my shoes more. And with the emerging stars, like, you have to be 18 to be in the program. So David Porter, he was like, you dope, but you too young. So I wasn't able to get in the program after I had went to the consortium. But now that I'm 18, you know, you just get access. They got a beautiful stage, wonderful recording studio. Like, you got everything you need here. So I'm eager to use it more.
Yes. So you want to do it all. You want to do the writing. You want to do the production side. So not only the singing piece. You want to know about all of it, right?
Yeah, like you know, like how we were saying, middleman, cutting out the middleman. I feel like it puts the ball in your court more, because when you having to wait on somebody to send you a beat, then wait on the engineer to record you. Now you gotta wait on the cameraman to put you a video out. So like, what are you doing this whole time? Because if I'm ready and no one is on the type of time that I'm on, I feel like you just gonna be slowed down in the process. So, you know, I have a studio at the house, so I know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to mix and master all the way, but you know, I do the best to where, okay, all right, let's put this out. And I just really want to learn everything I can to perfect my craft.
Definitely. Well, you got some time to do that, and it's good that you're eager to learn. And, you know, I know you're a self-starter and that, you know, your dad manages you. Shout outs to Ernest Strictly.
Shout out to Pops. Hey, Pops.
Hey, Pops. And, you know, like, you know, I've been talking to you guys for quite some time about, you know, with you being so young, you have done quite a bit that others have not done. On the business tip, with this music game already, you've had 2 songs featured so far on 2K. How did that all come about? Did you just Google it and find out?
Nah, it's crazy. It's like we were distributing our music with United Masters and just going through the distributor and submitting it for the pitching agencies and all that. And All In, that was the first one I pitched, and they actually, I take that back. It wasn't the first one. I had pitched something before, but All In, they had picked it up so fast where I was just like, dang, like I'm finna be on 2K. And then he submitted another one, and it's like I just knew it was gonna be on there. Like, I don't know. I'm like, bro, this song too hard not to be on there. So once they had put No 9 to 5 on there, I'm just like, it's up for sure.
How does it feel to hear your song while you playing 2K?
Like, I've never heard it.
You haven't heard it yet?
I've never heard it.
It like randomly comes through the game?
Well, for one, I don't have I don't play games, so I don't have a PlayStation, Xbox, none of that. But all my friends, like I was just with my brother the other day. He was like, "Yeah, fool, I heard your song when I was playing it, da da da." And I'm like, "Dang!" Like I'm trying to catch it because it's in rotation. So when you play in the park and they have music playing on the game, it'll just come up. So. You know.
That's interesting. With you being 18, you don't play video games. There's so many people in this Gen Z era. That's what they do.
That's what they do. That's what they've been doing.
And you don't do that.
And I never have.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know. It's just that it never interests me. Like, sitting in front of a TV computer and just on the game. Like, this is not real life. I'd rather do something that I'm going to do in real life.
Right. But I bet you be on that phone on social media, though, right?
Because that's real life.
Okay. So let's talk about social media. Now, you Gen Zers, you know, you was just trying to tell me about some Boomerang. Like, I didn't know about Boomerang, but I do. So I know you utilize social media heavily, especially with your music career. We got analytics going on Instagram. We got certain times of the day we got to post, you know, where your algorithm is going to fit what you need it to do. So tell me how you utilize social media with the music business.
Well, with analytics, put y'all on some little game if y'all didn't know. Instagram actually has a setting where you click on your insights and you see what times your page is the most viewed, what days your page is the most viewed, and me, like, my peak time to post, like, after graduation, our graduation was so late, it was like 9 o'clock, and everybody posting their pictures. I'm like, y'all ain't finna get no type of likes. Ain't nobody on Instagram. So mine's is like 3 o'clock, and, you know, just knowing that, it just is something small, but it puts you ahead. So I just try to use it to my advantage. Yeah,
because you got about like 20K followers on IG, and that's just one platform.
Yeah, about 21.4.
21.4. Okay. How long did it take you to develop that following?
I started taking Instagram serious about probably when I started doing music, because I don't know. I feel like I had 1,000 followers just yesterday. And, you know,
it just blew up.
Just kept on posting, kept on dropping. You know, y'all can promote y'all posts. Like, all that help. Yeah. So you didn't figure out that. Because I think social media is so key to this music business, which is a very fickle business, and it seems that you know that at such a young age. You already know that it's a lot of game going on in this music business. I've talked to a plethora of artists. They have good stories, they have bad stories, they have horrible stories. How important is it to have your dad as your manager? I feel like it's very important. Like, as of where I'm at right now, just coming in, like, I wouldn't have nobody else. Because it's so easy for people to just try to take advantage of you and pull a move on you. Like, you can't trust nobody. And with my dad, I know if I was hooping or if I was doing anything, he'll have my best interest at heart. Because I'm his son. Like, it's genuine love there. And I feel like when it's more so a business than just if it's not genuine, then I feel like it's not going to work out, because that person will be thinking for themselves, like, all right, let me see if I can get him to do this to help me, instead of helping who you need to be helping your artist. So that's why I feel like my dad, like, he going to make sure I'm always straight. Yeah. So
Yeah, I could tell he gonna make sure you you got what you need to
Mhm.
get where you trying to go. And let's
Yeah.
talk about where we going because you got a full academic scholarship to Tennessee State University, HBCU. Don't play no games. We already know TSU is hot. The yard jumping. I'm a fellow Lamorne College graduate, and my little school. We thought we was the shiznai back in the day. And so I'm saying it's super hot now because, it's a lot of press going on about TSU right now with Eddie George heading the football program there with Master P's son. Is it Percy? Not Percy. What is his son's name? Can't think of his
Hersey.
name. It is Percy.
Hersey.
Hersey.
Yeah.
It's Hersey. He's playing football at TSU right now. So you got those factors going on. Tennessee gonna be hot, and you going there on a scholarship. What's your major gonna be, Manny?
As of right now, my major will be in business information and systems.
Okay. You said as of right now. Will it change?
Man, I've been changing it. I didn't
Since
change
I
it
talked
like
to you
5
3 weeks
times.
ago. No, it's still the same from 3 weeks ago, I think.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad I'm changing it now because, some folks get there and then they changing it.
Yeah.
And you ain't doing nothing but slowing yourself down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in and get out.
Look,
you
some
know?
folks go through freshman year and change it after
That's what
freshman
I'm
year.
saying. So I'm glad I'm just going through I don't want to do this. Let me do this before I get there. So
Gotcha.
once I'm there, I'm on a steady path.
Okay. So why did you choose that particular major?
I chose that because I feel like you have to know about the music business. Like, some people call it the music industry, which it is, but like, it's really the music business. It's just as much business as it is the creative side of it.
Yeah.
So with the marketing side, just learning like how to push my music and learning the algorithms with Spotify and all that. Like, I'm trying to make my own algorithm. So,
Okay.
like, that's the type of time I'm on for real. Like, make my
Yes.
own algorithm, run up my own streams. And that's really what I'm doing, just the marketing side of it. And, just learning how to push the music and learning everything I need to know about the music business.
Yeah, you're right though. You said something. It's majority business, like 80% business. I
Right.
would say 20% talent.
Honestly.
Yeah. So with you being, like I said, you a little cutie out here in these streets now. So what about the ladies, Millie? What about the ladies at TSU? You may have some distractions that first year. Or two, I think you got your head on straight. What the ladies fall in here?
I mean, it's just about having your priorities straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I'm single. I've been single. I
Okay.
plan on staying single.
Oh, baby, when you hit that yard.
Until the right one come. But I'm there. I'm on the mission. Like, they gonna come and go for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm really not even going focus on, it's finna be so many girls that da-da-da-da-da.
That's not your focus.
Yeah, because I know, like, they gonna be there. They not going nowhere.
Right.
So, I'm going to turn up regardless,
Turn up.
Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm just trying to blow. I'm trying to get as much out of TSU as I can.
Mm-hmm. So you're about to move to Nashville. Your experience as of now with Memphis. Let's talk about, Memphis in general. I've talked to quite a few artists about their relationship with Memphis as far as how they feel Memphis has supported their journey and where they are today. I know you have a lot more journey to do, but so far, tell me, how has your experience been with Memphis as far as support been?
I get mixed emotions, like, with Memphis. I feel like Memphis is let me not say that. I feel like I haven't gotten as much support as I should from my own city.
Why do you feel that way?
Because Memphis, the world that we live in, the city that we live in, or at least my generation, it's like they won't support you until they see other people supporting you. So they won't bump your music till they hear other people bumping your music. which is cool, you know, because I know if the grind take longer, then it's gonna last longer.
Definitely.
So I'm not tripping, and I just feel like yeah, it's just.
It sounds good. I've heard that response before, but you know what? Memphis is a breeding ground for talent.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody always say, if you can make it in Memphis,
Yeah. If it's like Memphis got some of the world's toughest critiques. If you get Memphis, then the rest of the world gonna be a piece of cake.
For real.
You got Memphis.
It's like that's real deal. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about some of your music that you have going on now and that you're promoting. You know, I'm on WYXR on Sundays, and I played Exotic Topics. I believe it was part 2, and you and another young man that's on the track. Tell me about Exotic Topics.
Exotic Topics Part 2 is featuring my boy TP Stacks.
TP Stacks, yes.
And you know, it's just one of them songs where you could just, I call it like a cool turn up. Like you ain't just but at the same time, you know, it got a little bounce to it. It's something you could ride to.
Yeah, I like it. I know you describe your style as slick, cocky, musical vibes. What's this slick, cocky? Because I know that's on your merch as well.
Slick, cocky. That's the brand. Like coming up, people always call me cocky, and I feel like they really was just hating. Cause like you know, good hair, look good, but at the same time, I can sing.
And you can sing.
But with the slick cocky, it's like I'm not cocky. I'm just confident.
It's the difference.
So yeah, so that slick cocky is basically just that thin line between confidence and arrogance. So I feel like I'm right in the middle. And that's why we call it slick cocky.
You know, let me tell you something. My daddy used to always tell me, it's nothing wrong with being a little cocky. He always told me that. He described, the way you described yourself, just me and him talking, he said, it's nothing wrong with you tooting your horn, you know, especially if it's true.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, okay, slick, cocky. Okay. So, let's get into a little, I'm not going to say trivia. I'm going to throw a couple of words out here, and I want you to respond and tell me, what's the first thing you think of when I give you these words? Okay?
All right. Go ahead.
All right, first word is DMs.
Plenty.
Ooh, that man said plenty. What them DMs looking like?
Man, I ain't gonna cap. I read all my DMs. Folks be capping. And they be like, I don't even check my DMs. Yes, you do. You know you be checking your DMs.
I hate when people say that.
Like me, I might not respond, like especially on the little request joint. You not gonna know I read it, but I read it. Now, if you give me some words of encouragement or something like that, then I'ma always say thank you for the most part. But with the girls and just hard eyes and all that, like, appreciate you. But
tap tap heart.
Right. But nah, it's plenty.
Okay.
I done got some crazy DMs too.
So crazy. What's the craziest one? Give me a little story for the pod.
Man, I'm trying to see. The craziest DM, I don't know. Somebody said
something nasty.
Some so nah, it wasn't even nasty. It's like I'm so infatuated with you, da da da. Like they wanted me to have a baby. They trying to pay me.
Lord.
Like pay me.
Pay you. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm talking about like just to take my face.
Wow, interesting. Well, let's transition from DMs. Next word. Well, this is kind of like a 2-letter word. Ernest Strickland. What do you think about when I say that?
A role model.
Role model?
Yeah, that's probably my biggest role model, I would say. You know, he just such a leader, and that's my dad too, for the ones who didn't know that. But you know, he's such a leader, and I feel like I learned so much from him, as far as how to carry yourself, how to articulate yourself, how to never take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the biggest thing. Not taking no for an answer. That's what I want to say I've learned from him.
Yeah. And we got Father's Day coming up. You got a big Father's Day plan for your dad?
Well, in my household, every day should be Father's Day. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not going to just go hard on one day just because the world told me to.
Mm-hmm. You said that junk every day?
Every day.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, last word. What do you think of when I say post-pandemic?
I think of Plex. I think of millions of streams. I think of me performing at festivals, concerts. I think of me traveling like how I want to. And I think of me blowing up.
Yes. I see it coming, MANNY. I see it coming. Let everybody know on the Verbally Effective Podcast how they can follow you on social media, check out your music, see your journey over there at TSU.
Y'all can go follow me on Instagram at MILLE MANNY, Twitter MILLE MANNY, YouTube MILLE MANNY, MILLE MANNY. And, stay on the lookout. We got the #1 unreleased song in the country coming out soon. Elevated. We made it. Need y'all to stay tuned for that. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
It's been a blast.
You're welcome, Millie. I really enjoyed you today. I know I'm bringing the podcast to a close. And for you to be so young, I know I keep saying this. I think that you are amazing. You're an amazing talent. I see you're very polished to be so young. And I know there is nothing but greatness before you. And you have an excellent manager with your dad, and he really wants to see you win. I do too. So before we go, though, I do want you to give some advice for people that may be your age, that's trying to do what you're doing. What advice can you give them to stay on track?
My biggest piece of advice would have to be, it'll have to be some advice that somebody gave me. And basically, that's just do whatever makes you comfortable. So, like, in Memphis especially, like, a lot of people think to be cool, to be popular, to be whatever, like, you gotta be something you not. And, Memphis is full of fake gangsters, fake all this. Like, be you. Mm-hmm. You being you is what make you cool. So that's what I would say. Don't let nobody ever discourage you on what you like to do, whether that be basketball, whether that be music, whether that be fashion, whatever. Like, if that's what make you happy, and that's what you like to do that. Because as soon as you try to be like somebody else, it's not going to work for you. Because what might work for someone else might not work for you. So I just feel like do what you like to do what make you feel comfortable, and do what you good at.
Yeah, and I agree with you so much, Manny, because in a world of social media right now, people just watching, looking, following trends, not being who they really are.
And they just don't know, like, just because you seen it on social media, that don't mean that's the truth. Like,
definitely.
Like, these folks be so capped out here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you a leader in this Gen Z world, Millie Manny.
For sure.
Thank you so much for joining me today for episode 171 of the Verbally Effective Podcast. I know, right? I have truly enjoyed you. Once again, I want to shout out the Memphis Consortium, MMT, for letting us utilize this fabulous studio today. If you guys, want to connect with them, make sure you follow them on social media as well. And follow my boy, Millie Manny, on social media, because you're going to see him popping off very soon. He already popping now. But make sure you follow him and keep up with his journey, because we're going to have a part 2, I feel like, maybe in another year or so, and see where he is. But thank you guys so much for joining us today on the Verbally Effective Podcast.